Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Deadfire with me, Bring It On.
Right.
Finish mapping out Rebutara Pass, and then continue further into the island.
I was chewing through Cadnua's foundation long before Aothas finished the job.
I doubt there's anything else to be found here, but it always pays to be thorough. Even when it doesn't. So one of these leads to this, which will then let us access the rest of the island. I'm assuming going here only gives us access to this camp. So let's go to Iwa Hariki Rise. The jungle opens up, and a steep hill rises before you. The contesting songs of birds and insects fill the air. The faint suggestion of a path winds through the tall grass towards a shadowed structure above. A large round stone, its face covered in whirling etchings, rests in the grass. A hole exists through the center of the otherwise solid slab, rendering it a ring. The hazy form of Moatu shimmers at the edge of your sight. Oh, a proving stone. You find an entrance to the crucible at the top of the hill. The stone will unlock the way. You have to carry it up the hill though. That's why it's called the Proving Stone, because it's really heavy, and there's a hill, and, well, the spirit grins and shakes his spectral head. If you can manage getting it to the top of the hill, you'll be entitled to undertake the Rite of Passage. Adair shades his eyes as he chews a piece of grass. Looks like fun. After you, Donald. Pushing the stone up the hill does not seem like it will be a pleasant task. Oh, summon magical help. The chanted phrases stir the air, the essence answering their call. Our main character is probably strong enough to do this, but tentacles are more fun. A trio of long, sinewy tentacles rise from the hillside. First scoops up the proving stone and passes it to the second, which in turn passes it up to the third. The last tentacle tosses the stone with relative gentleness onto the crest of the hill. In a flash, the entity vanishes, and you begin to climb the hill. The walk up the hillock feels arduous even without the proving stone, and as you near the top, your legs burn in complaint. You step into the shade of a small ruined plaza, its stone floor worn with age and cracked by the roots of the trees that border the space. Carpets of moss creep from the cracks, spreading along the exposed dirt like blood seeping from a wound. Ancient stone columns, each covered in runes so thoroughly faded as to be illegible, demarcate the edges of the plaza. Some have tumbled, others lean against nearby trees, and all have been claimed by vines. Before you rises a massive stone door. Before it, a slightly raised pedestal. Examine the door. The door seems set into the stone itself, and you can find no mechanism for opening it. Examining the fine details carved into the door reveals reliefs depicting the hideous, snarling faces of three animals: the spider, the boar, and the dreaded Stelgar, ferocious saber-toothed cat. These creatures are all considered sacred to Toa Mawai, the Hawaiian god of the hunt. Examine the pedestal. Roughly a meter tall, the pedestal is a little larger around than a particularly healthy melon. In both material and construction, the plinth reminds you of the Proving Stone. It even bears similar markings. A small gap exists around the base of the pedestal, as if it extends deeper below the surface of the plaza. Push down on the pedestal. Muscle straining, you push down on the plinth, and it sinks an inch or two into the ground before grinding to a halt. You step back, and the pedestal groans back into its original position. Place the rock on the pedestal. You heave the rock onto the pedestal, and the former slides perfectly into the hole in the center of the ladder. The sound like the fall of a great tree, the pillar slowly slides into the ground, lowering the Proving Stone with it. As the stone sinks, the great stone door sinks with it, disappearing into the ground. The open archway reveals a tunnel leading into what appears to be a well-lit bazaar, replete with small stands with cloth awnings and small pennants, draping from long hempen lines. The scent of cooked meats and jovial din of conversation invite you in. As you enter, you overhear a distant cheer. A constant low hum of conversation melds with the distant purr of cascading water. The warm scents of spices and cooked meats almost mask the stench of body odor. Almost. Several pairs of eyes watch you.
Welcome to the Temple of Tuamawai, Watcher. Home sweet home.
Tuamawai.
Smell that? Smells real inviting.
I've never seen the proving entrance open before. Who are you?
Sporting leather armor festooned with bright feathers, the woman holds herself like an experienced warrior, a veteran, based on her limp. I'm Donald, Watcher of Kadnua.
That's his fortress back in the Deerwood, where we're from. It's in great shape. Real imposing.
Adair gives a firm nod.
A watcher?
She swallows and looks to the door, then back to you.
I suppose that explains things. A bit. But why are you here?
What is this place?
You're not here for the contest, then?
Frowning, she scratches the back of her head. I was told people here needed my help.
Your help?
With a slight frown, Guard scratches her shoulder in thought.
You should speak with Humaire. If you've got questions, she's the one to tell you more.
Can you tell me more about Humaire?
She maintains the arena, organizes trade, directs the wardens, things like that.
Hey, she's like their you.
She's not in charge exactly. More a custodian chosen by the faces. She communes with them.
Where can I find Humaire?
Up top. She should be watching a match in the arena.
She gestures through the nearby door. A large set of stairs rise along the northern edge of the large, shadowy chamber beyond. Who or what are the faces of the hunt?
Tuamawai, the hunter god. He oversees the contest. It's, easier experienced than explained.
Everyone here is a contestant.
Not everyone. Many merely spectate. Others run shops or see to the site's safety, as I do.
Thank you for your help.
Of course.
She bows her head to you. Come for a challenge, speak with Humaire. I wonder where Moatu went. Not that anyone misses him. Hello, Winge, or maybe Wingy?
For what do you tarry on the fringe of the crucible? Go and get your hands dirty.
How may I help?
I'll see what I can do. It is done.
How may I?
Of course.
Nice and slow.
Greta?
Ado, and welcome.
The tall woman, adorned in well-crafted, finely polished armor, bows to you, her dark hair almost brushing your face.
Please acquaint yourself with my weapons and armors, lest you become acquainted with death in the arena instead.
She chuckles and steps aside to reveal rows of sharp blades and unblemished armors. You think I can't handle myself in a fight? She laughs, shaking her head.
Not in the slightest. But we all face Chirono upon the killing field, ah?
How did you come to be here?
I sought meaning in the ring before the faces, and found it, I did. In a fashion.
Her smile reveals bright, even teeth.
The wound almost returned me to the wheel. I would have been leaving, but, well...
She shrugs, a large flamboyant gesture.
This Ilo is my home now. When Chirono seeks me, I will be found here.
Let me see what you have.
See for yourself, per complainta.
She beckons you forward. It's been a while since we've emptied our inventory, so...
Aye, subtle indeed.
Oops. The guard stretches out her hand to halt your advance up the stairs.
The terrace is reserved for champions. If you wish to observe the battles, you are free to do so. From somewhere else.
Perhaps a few coins might change your mind.
Were I so easily bribed, the faces would have no use for me. Champions only.
I'll go where I please. I'll walk away. Also not what I was here to
Subtle
do.
indeed. It is done. Aye, of course.
Real quiet now.
Neil or Neely. The self stands before a cart, one thin hand twisting a small tool against a thick strap of leather he holds gingerly with his other. He chews on his lower lip, his brow knit in concentration. The acrid scent of poultices and potions haunts the air around him. What's that you're working on? The man's eyes flicker up to you, return to his task, then widen before shifting back to you. His mouth gapes, closes, and gapes again. He swallows.
Magnificent, are we not?
Heo sighs and brushes hair back from his shoulders.
Yes, my apologies, traveler. I just got a little wrapped up in well, it's a personal project, and now I am going on about nothing.
He gingerly sets the tool and device down on his cart and brushes his palms together. Beaming proudly, he shows you a belt filigreed with copper wiring. You note small Adra stones within the tangle of wires. The buckle appears to be made of copper inlaid with Adra.
I call it Neil's Auroral Transubstantiator, or perhaps the Essential Battery Array, or maybe I would, well, name's not important. It's meant to collect and store ambient essence in an accessible form for dynamic usage at a later time.
Meant to, an animancer's favorite words.
He sniffs, casting a sidelong glance at the belt.
Doesn't look like it can store half so much as my lantern does.
She shrugs, unimpressed. Looks expensive. His eyes narrow, and he pulls the belt away from you.
I have been working towards this for my entire life. All of my studies, my experiments, being driven from New Haomar, it's veritably the culmination of my existence.
He sighs.
This jungle, and more so this arena, it's in a state of essential flux. The density of ambient essence here goes far beyond anything I've seen elsewhere in the world. But to collect that power, to harness it, I need the help of a contestant in the Crucible.
He runs a hand through his mop of hair, disheveling it.
This is most ill-advised.
Aloth scowls, takes a few steps away from you.
Think if I wear that belt, I'd sleep better at night?
What do you intend to do with this energy once I've collected it?
Alchemists, you see, are limited to the materials they harvest, yet the processes we employ ultimately draw their efficacy from the essence present in all things. By infusing potion ingredients with ambient soul energies, I hope to significantly increase the efficiency of the process. The end result, an almost limitless draft.
Neil grins broadly. I might be able to help. Aloth sighs very loudly.
You would?
His broad smile brings his dimples almost to his eyes.
That's fantastic! So, you see, during each fight in the arena, the essence presence spikes fantastically. Some of this is the result of magic, or released energy, owing to, well, the death of the fighters. But the arena itself manipulates essence too. It's really quite a thing to behold.
How do I fit into this?
All I would require from you is to wear the belt. Well, competing in the Crucible, I mean. And then, of course, return it to me, obviously.
He swallows. What would I be getting out of this?
Besides the pride of furthering the cause of animancy?
He chuckles.
I kid. Of course I'll reward you. In coin, obviously, but also if when the experiments bear fruit, I can provide you that fruit.
He frowns.
Fruit being the, drafts in this case. If that wasn't clear. I am just confusing things further, aren't I?
And I'll return to you after I've signed up for the fights.
It's not quite so simple as that, but, well, I'll be here once you've made the arrangements. And thank you. Truly, thank you.
His smile seems warm and genuine.
On it.
The equipment is sharpened and treated with oil. The sealed barrels smell faintly of pickling spices. So, manga. He passed you real quick.
Will do.
Sinteri, spectators must see to their own accommodations.
Okay, so once we sign up, I'll come over here and rest. Come for a challenge because... Oh, I've already read that.
Subtle indeed. The work of a moment.
Cook Corin.
Hi there, my fine friend.
Sense of foods local and exotic rise from the cart behind the pudgy Orlin. The way he's drawn, it almost looks like he's got sort of skin disease.
Care for some tasty victuals before you go testing your strength against the spirits?
Like he has burns all over his face. He gestures to the foodstuffs behind him. The spirits.
You fresh off the boat, lad? Arena's full up of soul energy.
As tends to happen when enough people die in one place.
The faces of the hunt stirs them right up, summoning monsters and legendary warriors for the contenders to try their blades against.
Let me see what you have.
Only the tastiest damn food in the Deadfire. Come, have yourself a look.
How may I help?
I shall.
Beneath a thin layer of mist, the waters below the arena flow clear.
The weak have been culled. The strong endure.
We honor those extinguished in this arena and welcome their souls into our greater glory. We await the next challenger.
Lines drape the broad shoulders of the woman standing before you, and curved horns exaggerate her already prodigious height. Moss grows in patches on her bark-like skin. As she turns her faintly glowing eyes towards you, her lips part into a smile, revealing 2 jagged rows of shark-like teeth.
This is her. This is Humaire, the one we've come to see. She'll show you the way.
A wanderer. Come to watch the crucible, have you?
Her bright gaze pierces you as the crowd murmurs.
Or perhaps you've come to try your own hand against the challenges.
I think you know why I'm here.
Then it is you.
Rise again, Romeo, lingering on your arms and legs.
I know who you are. It will not be long before others recognize it as well. They will not appreciate your presence. You must prove that you belong here. You must undergo the Rite of Passage. As true of so many others, this name has more than a single meaning.
Oh? Does it open a door?
Several.
I've other questions.
I'm certain, and I'll provide what answers I can when you've proven you belong here.
Tell me what I have to do.
Below you will find a chamber, and within it, the pool of memories. It will set forth your challenge.
A pool will determine who I fight.
You will understand. All will be revealed in due course. As the faces will.
Then I'll go see what your pool has in store.
You can find it downstairs in the western alcove. Don't keep the crowds waiting too long. May the hunt favor you, challenger.
What a remarkably preserved specimen.
I'll see what I can... the work... A moment.
On it. Insufferable.
So that's probably where we were stopped by the guard. Only champions are allowed up there.
I've got it.
Spiced meat and palm wine are set aside for honored guests. Alright, 12 out of 25, and 22 out of 25. So the statue never moves when you look. An occasional bird feather flutters down from the Stelgar's jaws.
You go in now. Humaire stays waiting for you.
And Gari.
You should speak with Humaire. She shall show you the way.
Personal effects cluster for space in the memorial sconces. Twin statues stand in judgment of all who exit the arena. Hey, click
I
on
hope that you've chosen to undertake the Rite of Passage, Watcher.
Umari examines you with luminous eyes set in moss-bark skin. I had other questions.
I'm certain, and I'll provide what answers I can when you've proven you belong here.
I am ready to undergo the rite.
You need only gaze into the pool of memories to learn what fate awaits you.
She runs a hand across the edge of the bowl. Agony of the Elements. Before Hunter may slay other live contenders in the Crucible Arena, they must first complete the Rite of Passage. All new contenders are initiated by a trial against the elements. If a would-be hunter cannot prevail against a medley of mindless blights, what sort of challenge would they offer a proper combatant? Accept.
A new challenger joins our eternal hunt.
As is tradition, the primal elements shall sort predator from prey.
Triumph or perish. There is neither surrender nor retreat.
Don't go getting yourself burned.
I bring.
Let's go.
Damn the lad.
Indeed.
Lava be
Immune. Interesting.
Of course.
Let's hide.
Arthur Worthen Ross.
What's lava beyond? Yes.
Something I can do?
Alright. Let's get some raw damage out. It's weak to slashing and shock.
What now?
Let's get a mood well out here.
Oh.
Oh.
That's it.
Lavaru beyond sea.
I reap what I sow.
I did not kindness.
Alright, don't like him being interrupted. But they're out of malignant cloud. Well, let's get him back here to safety, actually.
That dog won't hunt. Lava. Beyond sink. Yeah.
Alright, see if we can finish that guy off and drop some more AoE.
The Alpha Predator.
This is futile!
Alright, so I assume we just have to take out the Tyrant of Decay. And the blights just keep coming until it's destroyed. Let's focus up.
Beyond seek.
Yeah. Worth and rough.
Moe. That dog won't hunt.
Let's go.
Yeah. Happy to oblige. Lavru beyond sink.
Worth and rough.
Yeah.
I'll have him heal himself, and I'll just throw out more AoE stuff, I guess. Oh, we didn't hit him with Gouging Strike.
That's it!
Yes, Captain.
That's no.
Happy to oblige. Moe. Ixie. Honor.
Behold me, mother.
That dog won't hunt.
There.
Moe. Honor.
Worth and rough.
Alright, so I ran out of spells.
Too difficult, I
Kill
say.
whack him anyhow.
These distractions.
Lavru beyond sink. Moe. Ixie. Honor. Happy. Arthic, worthy, raw.
Hey, that wasn't half bad. I need some help. Here.
I'll see if we can keep him alive. Let's get her a little closer.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
This is futile!
She might go down here.
Light wanes.
Oh, down she goes. We have regenerate on Ehu. Let's see if we can get her back.
That's not very... full.
Yeah, that must have hurt.
What's that?
Didn't work. Come now, step into the light.
A really hard time finishing this guy off.
Take a kind of...
Hey, watch it with that.
Yes? That's not very helpful.
Right, almost got him.
Oh? I shall deal with this one.
Alright, so the blights themselves should be pretty easy to take care of now.
This will not do.
Gosh, she's super tanky. It was just a battle of attrition.
How does one possess the time to collect this many fish?
This does not work.
No mercy!
Huzzah.
You have completed the first examination. Well done.
Your fury brings joy to this arena, and honor to your name.
You have endured but the first of many trials. Return when you are ready to face your next challenge.
The tunnel is sealed by a raised drawbridge. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll speak with Umare again, and I guess keep fighting our way through the arena. But for now, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one.